Watch this climbing and building process, you will see strands of rainbow light come into the chromosome and be capped off at the top with a beautiful pearl iridescent white cap that looks like a shoestring top. This is called the telomere. The telomere is responsible for not aging. But this is a vital information for another day. However, there are several methods to activate your DNA. But in this video, we will be dealing with 4 most potent ways to unlock your junk DNA and utilize your superpower to your greatest benefit. Number 1. Through music repair and healing frequencies. There are certain modalities one can use to actuate the dormant aspects of our genetics according to DNA activation theory. And one of those methods is through DNA healing frequencies, or
let me tell you, you do not want to listen to the binary beats, codes,
or what some refer to as DNA music
I
repair.
apologize.
There are certain sound frequencies discovered to have profound effects on brain function and possibly even cellular health. It has been shown that binaural beats and exposure to specific frequencies can impact.
You don't want to listen to them binary beats, right? Because you don't know the true frequency of it. You don't know where it's coming from. Government, AI aliens. Where it can influence you in a negative way, meaning your thoughts will be invaded. Your body will be invaded. And you can be doing things and thinking things that's not you. This experience. I'm not just talking, this is from experience. Told you. They overlap the frequency of what you would call the creator, right? The feminine energy, the masculine energy, the sun, the moon. They overlap the frequencies, right? The energy that transmit from the sun, the moon, and all the planets, the stars, the galaxy, the universe. They overlapped this. This is why we're able to watch the TVs and everything, because like I said, it's programmed to the frequency of your brain. And so 5G, the Wi-Fi in your house, TVs, the lights, your lamps or lights or whatever in your house, the electric, your devices or whatever, your microwaves, is all that, ELF waves, right? Electrical low frequencies, right? But it goes deeper than that. I might as well, because this is what I'm into. Might as well get the whole truth and nothing but the truth. So help me, myself. So the ELF waves we talking about when you watch your TV. I'm gonna see if I can pull up the videos from last year. I'm pretty sure I got it on Facebook somewhere, where you can see the things coming from out of TV. You can see the waves and everything coming out the TV. I'm laying here and son like, pull your camera out and record. And I pulled my camera out and record. You couldn't see it with your regular eyes, but like I said, I get thoughts, and pull out your camera and record it. And here it is. I see the frequencies coming out of the TV. And We talking about elf waves, right? Elves, um, aliens, grays, whatever you wanna call them. This energy, these entities come out and they able to influence you. So let this guy finish. Let him finish.
Impact our body in positive ways. Binaural beats operate in a theta wavelength between 4 to 8 Hz and are conducive to deep relaxation and meditative states, which have endless benefit to the body and mind. The 528 Hz frequency, also known as one of the solfeggio frequencies, is considered an auspicious tuning for music and sound, believed to have incredibly positive potential for DNA activation. But how can simple sound waves produce a distinct impact at the molecular level? One scientific study tested the effects of sound waves on the synthesis of nucleic acids in chrysanthemums, finding the synthesis of RNA was accelerated under certain frequencies. In another instance, a music professor at Skidmore College discovered that certain combinations of sound waves, tuned to the right frequency, can destroy cancer cells, as can the human voice. The 528 Hz frequency, thought to have first been used in Gregorian chants dating back to John the Baptist, is believed to activate and mend DNA. Dr. Glenn Rain has devoted much of his career to studying the effects of sound and frequency on DNA, and specifically the telomeric end caps of chromosomes that correspond.
All right, so love, that's really what we need to do. We need to put ourselves in environments where it's fun, right? Is you're having a good time in here, right? In here, where you're not stressing. You in that joyful mood, that loving mood, and then you can start healing yourself. You get in one of the environments. You wanna use everybody energy. You want to become an energy vampire, right? Not where you're sucking, you're draining these people, not like you draining these people dry of all of their energy, and you're making them sad, depressed, or anything. No, it's you're utilizing their energy, right, to boost your energy, and your energy to boost their energy. We're using each other, right? And so what you want to do is, if you can find any of these environments, right, you want to get in, you want to go somewhere in that building, that the bathroom, whatever, wherever you at, and you having this good time. You wanna go somewhere and meditate and breathe. Meditate and breathe. Or breathe, meditate, and utilize them energies so you can actually start healing yourself. Like you see, like people being in the churches, the book, the Bible is real, right? It's good and it's bad. It's good for the people that actually can see the truth in it, right? When you're using this, not these. You don't use these. Don't use these. Oh, shut down. Don't use them. Use this, right? And then you can see the truth in the Bible, right? That way you won't be misled, and now you're following somebody else and being used, being drained, giving out your energy to something else that don't give two things about you, right? So you have to be able to see the truth in the Bible and get rid of all of the lies, the history, or whatever. It's no history. It's all about you. That Bible is all about you. When you read it, it's going to communicate with you. It's about the inside of here, the inside of this vessel, the inside of this body, the stars, the galaxy, the universe. It's about the universe. It's about inside of you, because the universe is inside of you also. Let me play. Don't get fooled with these binary beats.
With our biological age. In 1998, Rain exposed in vitro DNA samples to 528 Hz and analogous solfeggio frequencies in the form of Gregorian chants in scalar audio waves. He found the samples became more absorptive to UV light compared to samples exposed to other sound frequencies and other types of music. This increase in absorption is known as hyperchromicity, causing DNA strands to separate and unravel. New bonds form in the DNA chains and crystal structure, subsequently increasing light absorption. So therefore, in order to start activating your dormant DNA, you have to also start listening to binaural beat every day of your life. Because it will first and foremost accelerate your DNA healing and then activation. Number 2. DNA can be activated through meditation. DNA activation proponents often speak of the need to connect with a higher entity through meditation. Whether this entity is an archangel, an ascended master, or enlightened being depends on the individual.
You want to communicate
as
with your true
experiences
self.
often vary and are typically based on one spiritual path.
This is another thing. Again, your enemy has hijacked the frequencies, right? So if you're trying to communicate with something external, something that's outside of you, you might just grab on to something that's not cool with you, right? So again, you want to go within, right? So try to connect to your true self, not nothing else, your true self. Stop calling on the Anunnaki and all of this stuff. Again, this is experience, right? I'm telling you from experience. You love yourself. If you truly love yourself, it's stages to this, right? It's stages to reality, right? You have understanding, you have overstanding, then you have understanding. You need to forget that overstanding, forget that understanding. You need the understanding, right? So you can't be fooled by these things. And also, it's stages in life. If you operate, if your vessel not pure, if your energy is not rising, sexual energy, right, rises. The kundalini, the serpent, rises. Once it rises, your body will start to get a protection, right? It will be protected. You start connecting to your true self, and you be able to see through the lies. Your peoples will start coming to protect you. Your true self. Again, when you have a baby, right? When you have sex, you have a baby, right? Now, when you don't have that baby, right, and you hold everything in, we talking about Christ consciousness, right? With that baby that seed that you will put into your female, and the baby will grow inside the female womb, your semen will create life within you, right? And once it reaches a certain level, it will start doing things to your body where your body will start healing itself. You will be in tune with nature. You will see it was the supernatural, right? Think about phenomenon with John Travolta, right? Things like that, that light, that photon that's inside of you, right? It's just a lot of us is missing our heart chakra. I'm not gonna, yeah, a lot of us, but as far as me, I'm missing this heart, right? And so I have to open my heart back up because it been stampled on and everything. You know, I'm a good person, a loving person, but been hurt. All right, so you wanna open this back up. Hold on.
Guided meditations are great for beginners, but once one is able to quiet the mind, you can experience greater depths of consciousness through silent or non-guided meditation. It certainly doesn't hurt to listen to soft 528 Hz music while meditating for compounding activation modalities. So therefore, start meditating because meditation will allow you to quiet your mind and help you to give command to your brain cells, which enables the reprogramming of your consciousness and state of vibration. Number 3. Through affirmation and positive thinking. Our daily thoughts and intentions alter the frequency of our vibration and subsequently our DNA. Simply switching the energy of your daily thoughts can have a profound impact on your physical being. Too often are we consumed by the ego, an area of the brain scientists have recently pinpointed to be found in a default mode network. Though our consciousness may exist externally from our bodies, the ego exists internally and can consume our thought patterns, focusing our intentions and actions on the self. Recognizing this, acknowledging it, and allowing your mind to remove itself from the body and the ego can provide a third-person perspective. This act of abstraction from the individual can help you remove yourself from egoistic behavior, allowing you to instead think from a place of inclusivity, acceptance, and love. In turn, this can change our frequency and activate DNA to vibrate at a higher level. Words become reality. The one thing I found to be consistent with the activation is that the likelihood of the spoken word and strong thoughts becoming reality increase dramatically after the activation is done. Once the activation begins to take effect, it is important to stay positive and affirm that you have abundance coming into your life. Do not affirm lack in your life, because after the activation, the words and thoughts will be 10 times more powerful. Words and thoughts must be focused in the right direction. When you are working with the energetic DNA, the negative aspects of your life will begin to be replaced with positive aspects. Number 4. Be careful of the company that you keep. The activation brings a person to a higher spiritual vibration. Your family and friends may not be on the same vibrational level. The activation increases our awareness of the negative influences of others. If you have an associate or friend that is not for your highest and best good, you will easily and gently gravitate away from them. If you are in an unhappy relationship, you either will remove yourself from the relationship or make it better. Once the activation is done within yourself, it should also be done on your spouse, because your dual spiritual vibration needs to accelerate together, or you may choose.
All right, once you experience, right? Not this is my own experience. I notice, shoot, boy, what time is it? I just seen that, right? Oh, man. My pen. It was 10:44. All right. You know, them double digits just start to happen. So experience, what I notice is people that come around, if they're not on the same frequency, you know, they it's like they get repelled away, right? For some reason they get upset. You know, they try to attack you, not physically but verbally, and what would you say, telepathically, right? Where you get their thoughts, you start picking up all the negative thoughts and everything, and how they really feel about you. Now, because they force you're a lamp, right? Your light, you have the light now, right? You have a soul, you have a light that's inside of you. Whether is I'm not gonna say it's dim because it's bright, right? And this forces these people to deal with reality now, right? And some people don't like to deal with reality, meaning a lot of people don't like to see they self, right? Or for you to see their true self. And they get scared and all these things, and when a person is scared, they're dangerous, right? They're trying to hurt you and do all of these things because they're scared. And for the ones that's operating on your frequency, or they're open to learn the truth, you will actually open their eyes, right? You will be able to give them light, right? You will be able to give them some of your light. It's like you have a lamp, a lantern, right? Just imagine your lantern is your soul. It got the little gasoline, kerosene, or whatever it's called inside the lanterns, right? And what you doing is you taking your lantern, and you're gonna take their lantern, and because they don't have no gasoline, they don't have no kerosene, whatever you need to put whatever you need to light your lantern, they don't have the fuel for that, right? And so what you doing? What I'm doing is I'm giving them some of my fuel, right? And light in their lamps, so they can get connected to their true self, to God, right? To the feminine, to the masculine energy, right? Because it's a peace balance. You gotta have a balance. You can't have too much masculine, and you can't have too much feminine. They have to be equal, right? So yeah.
To be apart. This is because cell talks to cell, but you must be patient as this will take several months. Most people experience a slight cleansing with cold-like symptoms after the DNA activation.
All right, so you just said it's going to take several months, right? So be patient. Okay, so again, several months. How long do it take for a person to have a baby, right? It's 9-10 months, right? Where your female will have the baby, where they will conceive. So when you raising a kundalini, when you doing semen retention, it's going to take several months for you to awaken to your true self, because, right, it says in the Bible, right, Jesus said there would be born again virgins, right? Not it didn't say born, virgins, but we know that you can't be to born again virgins. I forgot what it said, but I get it. So these born again virgins, you're raising your kundalini, you're holding your semen in several months, 9 months, 10 months, right? And then you will start awakening. Things will start manifesting for you. Different people will start coming into your life. You will start healing people. You will start helping people heal themselves. Experience.
And some people ache all over. I suggest as a remedy that they take a little calcium and perhaps a little chelated zinc. We all wear a number of masks in the varied relationships we are involved in throughout our lives. Work relationships, friendships, family, and lovers. And there is good reason these relationships are varied. Not everyone needs to know the same level of details about you that others should be privy to. However, there should be a level of consistency across all of these relationships if one is to truly awaken their full potential as a human being and activate their DNA to its highest level. This final piece comes easiest as an amalgam of all the other practices of DNA activation, which if practiced regularly, will naturally cultivate genuine relationships with everyone in your life. Giving an equal, honest version of yourself to others will, more often than not, manifest those genuine relationships you deserve. Keep watching because this is not the end of this video. I hope this video was really helpful to you. See you in the next video. Peace.